Moving on now. A minor victory in Bihar, but a major triumph for coalition politics in the country. A triumph that may just halt the Narendra Modi juggernaut. It was an alliance formed amidst much scorn. Both Lalu Prasad and Nitish accused of political opportunism by all and sundry. But this is the alliance that has managed to negate the BJP wave in Bihar. The BJP unable to hold on even to its previous tally. The Grand Alliance thumped Modi and company to win 6 seats in the by-polls. The BJP managed to get just 4.
कोई जातीय बंधन नहीं है, कोई जातीय वोट बैंक नाम की कोई चीज नहीं है। लोग अपने विवेक से उचित निर्णय लेते हैं और इसके लिए बिहार की जनता को मैं सलाम करता हूं और जरूरत है इसी मिजाज की, इसी को हम लोग आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
परिणाम हमारी अपेक्षा के अनुरूप नहीं रहा है। हम लोग की अपेक्षा थी कि 10 में से हम 6 सीट अवश्य जीतेंगे, लेकिन हम 4 सीट जीत पाए। इससे हमको अपेक्षित सफलता नहीं मिली है, लेकिन जनता के इस मैंडेट को, जनता के इस निर्णय को हम स्वीकार करते हैं।
And it's over now to managing editor Rahul Kanwal, who has Sushil Kumar Modi with him live. Rahul.
The BJP dismissed it as an opportunistic alliance. Friendship between those who were cursing each other and fighting each other bitterly. But the people of Bihar seem to have had other views in the assembly by-polls. A big blow to the BJP, the secular alliance derailing the Modi juggernaut. Joining us now live and exclusive from Patna is former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar and Bihar BJP's tallest leader Sushil Kumar Modi. Mr. Modi, welcome to Headlines today. And I want to begin by asking you about this big defeat for the BJP in these by-polls. You called this an opportunistic alliance. You thought the people of Bihar would not support it. At the end of the day, it's Lalu, Nitish and Rahul who won. Modi Senior and Modi Junior have lost, sir.
Hello.
Yes, Sushil Modi ji, क्या आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, अब आवाज है। ऐसा कि this victory has nothing to do with this grand alliance, because these elections are being fought on the local issues, the local candidate, who is the candidate, and the local social equations. So if somebody is in this belief that because they won 6 assembly elections, so they can win even the coming general assembly elections, then they are in a fool's paradise. Because earlier also in the year 2009, when the NDA won 32 Lok Sabha seats, and immediately after those Lok Sabha seats, when Nitish Kumar and BJP were together, we lost 13 out of 18 Vidhan Sabha seats. And within 10 months again, when there were assembly elections, the NDA came into power with 3/4 of majority. So this is not a trend setter. Though we have lost elections, we were expecting 6 Vidhan Sabha seats. We could win only 4 Vidhan Sabha seats. But it is not a trend setter, and it does not determine the coming assembly elections.
So, but you would of course accept that this is a body blow to the BJP, which was riding on a high after winning 31 Lok Sabha seats. The fact that you've been tripped over by this secular alliance clearly shows that if in the assembly elections as well, Nitish, Lalu and Rahul are to fight together, it will be very difficult for you to lead the BJP to power.
See, I give you an example. In the last 2009 Lok Sabha elections also, when we won 32 Lok Sabha seats, and at that time Lalu and Ramvilas, they won 13 out of 18 Vidhan Sabha seats. And within 6 months, BJP and JDU, they came into power by securing a 3/4 of majority. So this is not a trend setter. The by-elections have nothing to do with the Lok Sabha elections or the coming assembly elections. Though we concede that we could not win more than 4 assembly seats, we will sit together and find out what are the faults, what are the drawbacks, and we will learn a lesson from this defeat, and we are confident that in the coming assembly elections, because at that time the issue will be who will be the chief minister, the issue will be who will govern the state government. In by-elections, these are not the issues. It is the local issues on which by-elections are being fought. So I think
so you called this a Mahathag-Bandhan. You called it, getting together of goons. The voters of these particular assembly by-polls clearly had different views. What do you think went wrong? You're saying that don't link this with the assembly election. Sure, that's still some distance away. But what in your view, Mr. Sushil Modi, went so horribly wrong for the BJP in these by-polls?
See, each assembly segment has a different dynamics. So you can't compare Mohania with Rajnagar and Rajnagar with the other assembly segment. In this Lok Sabha elections, we lost in Mohania Narkatiyaganj by more than 13,000 votes. During this Narendra Modi Lahar also, we could not win the Narkatiyaganj assembly segment and Mohania assembly segment. And in this by-election, we have won both these assembly segment by more than 19,000 votes. So we lost in Lok Sabha elections, but we won in this by-elections. So you can't compare one assembly segment with another assembly segment. It was
but when you say you can't compare one assembly segment with another, you then accept that if you take Narendra Modi out of the equation, the BJP in Bihar is not quite as formidable. The reason you swept in the Lok Sabha elections was because you had the face of Modi, which pulled voters like a magnet. You removed Narendra Modi. At the state level, you don't have an equivalent pull that will ensure that all other factors get negated. It's back to being a tactical fight at every single assembly seat.
See, during Lok Sabha elections, hello?
Mr. Modi, I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir?
During Lok Sabha elections, the issue who will be the Prime Minister of this country, who will govern, and people gave a mandate to Narendra Modi, but in by-elections, it is not making or dismantling any state government. It is not of making of any new government in Bihar. So the local issues were there. So it has nothing to do with the Lok Sabha elections or with the Narendra Modi. And when the assembly elections will come, people are fed up with this government. And there is a strong anti-incumbency against this Maji government. And people don't want that Lalu Yadav's Jungle Raj should return back.
So that's
to
what
Bihar.
you would like to believe. But if there was strong anti-incumbency against the state government, you would have won 10, 7, 8 seats, and the UPA or this alliance would have won far fewer. Clearly, what you are saying is not endorsed by the voters of Bihar.
So again,
Yes, Mr. Modi.
Again, I am telling you, these 10 assembly segments were in the different parts of Bihar, and they have a different caste composition. They have different issues. So you can't compare one assembly segment with another assembly segment. And some of them were very stronghold of RJD. But in the last assembly elections, because of alliance with the JDU and because when we won the last 6 assembly segments, it was not in the by-elections. We won those 6 assembly seats when there was when Nitish Kumar was leading the alliance, and we asked for a mandate for the second time. So you can't compare this by-election with the last assembly elections. So when there will be assembly elections in Bihar after 10 or 12 or 13 months, at that time you'll find a different picture. So you can't compare any by-elections with the general elections.
One of the things that was said before this particular alliance was given an opportunity was that if Lalu and Nitish succeed in Bihar, it could set the template for a national anti-Modi alliance, where the likes of a Mayawati and Mulayam come together in Uttar Pradesh, where people who've been opposed to each other, our regional players, come together in the bid to stall the Modi juggernaut. Are you concerned, Mr. Modi, that after the success of the Lalu-Nitish alliance in Bihar, other regional parties will now gravitate towards attempting a similar experiment in their states, sir?
So that is not that easier, because Mamata Banerjee and CPM aligning with each other, or Mayawati or Mulayam Singh Yadav coming together, it will be not that easy. But even if they come together, you can't stop them. They come together, and we will fight Mulayam Singh Yadav, Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad. How we won the 4 assembly elections. And we, even the Chhapra we lost because the rebel BJP candidate, he took 35,000 votes. So we lost Chhapra not because of Lalu and RJD alliance or JDU alliance. We lost Chhapra because of a rebel BJP candidate. So you can't compare these by-elections.
You're saying that it will be difficult for these parties to come together, Mr. Modi. You're saying you will have to fight them if they do come together, but you do concede this much, that if there is an anti-Modi front where all the non-BJP parties come together as one, then it makes the task of the BJP in any bipole or assembly election going forward that much tougher. Would you at least concede that, Mr. Modi?
No, it depends upon state to state. But in Bihar, there is a strong anti-incumbency against this Maji government. And though the Lalu Yadav had won 3 assembly seats, and the Lalu Yadav won those seats in which he was earlier also, they were very strong. And earlier also they were winning those assembly segments. So you can't, again I'm telling the same thing, you can't compare. So can you imagine that CPM or CPI can come together with the TMC? Well, and even if they come together, then also I think BJP is competent enough to fight out these forces in any part of country.
Before this particular bipole, it was thought impossible for Nitish and Lalu to come on the same stage, let alone fight an election together, but they were bound by the anti-Modi glue. And that is something that the people of Bihar have rewarded them a lot for Sushil Modi and the other strategists of the BJP in Bihar to think about for the time being. Mr. Sushil Modi, for joining us on Headlines Today this evening. Thank you very much.